Let's talk first of all about your return to Oklahoma State. This was a tough decision for you. Can you just talk a little bit about that?
You know, it really wasn't a tough decision, and I certainly don't mean that to imply that I wasn't happy at Miami. It was a wonderful place, and Coach Shannon's a tremendous person, and I enjoyed everything about it, except this is home, and this is Oklahoma State, and to me, it was a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and I wasn't going to miss it.
You said you were going to put down roots and plant trees, and you're ready to be here a while, it sounds like.
I'm planning on being here a long, long time.
Talk a little bit about your defense and talk about the defense you're taking over. This was a group that improved a lot this last year. Have you had a chance to start to acclimate yourself a little bit with these guys?
Got to meet a few of them. That's about as far as I've been able to go. I haven't had a chance to turn on the projector and look at any tapes, but that'll come here maybe later tonight even, you know. But I'm excited. We've got some great-looking young men, and it's going to be a lot of fun.
I think I heard you say earlier you'll take your defense and mold it with what works best. Talk a little bit about that.
Well, what we'll do is we'll get together as a defensive staff and Coach Gundy's guidance. We'll just come up with a plan that best fits our personnel and what they can do and try to make sure we're putting our players in the best position for them to have success.
How exciting for you is some of this talk about this team and how good they're going to be next year? I mean, there's a lot of, obviously it's January, there's a lot that can happen between now and the beginning of next season, but people talking about how great this team could be. How exciting is that for you to now be a part of?
Yeah, it's wonderful. You know, that it's a lot of fun when you win. I mean, I love coaching and all that, but when you win in games, it's even more fun. And, we have the potential here to, the sky's the limit, and that's what we're looking for.
You obviously have been brought in to coach the defense, but you've recruited this area so well over the years, did a great job at Kansas, obviously, recruiting this area. How much are you going to be involved recruiting-wise?
Well, I'm going to be involved a bunch. I think that's more important than the coaching part. The better players you are, obviously, the better coach you are. And we're doing the coaches have done a tremendous job here so far this season. And looking at some of the players we've already got committed, and obviously it's not the signing date yet, but if we can just keep them on board until the national letter, it's going to be a banner year. And that means we have a great future.
Talk a little bit about your recruiting philosophy. You've got some sleeper recruits, I think is probably the best way to categorize some of these kids. How have you managed to do that? What's sort of enabled you to find those guys that maybe other people didn't quite see or take a chance on?
I don't think there's anything magic about anything. I mean, part of it was just being fortunate, and part of it was just going out and identifying the players and keeping an eye on them and working hard. And I've got great resources here in Oklahoma from the standpoint that I've recruited here forever. And, the high school coaches, I've got a lot of good friends, and they will point you out to people that they feel solid about, not only on their team but on other teams.